All right, today we're going to be talking about the top navigation menu, and really this is just our menu widget. So you can use what you learn here to drag a menu widget anywhere on the site and create navigation, just like you see here. So on this menu, you'll see there's a home, programs, and you'll see there's even flyouts, teams, flyouts for every team with a vision that takes us to different pages, about us, and schedules. So this looks like a lot of stuff to add, but really it's only going to take us just four pieces of information that we have to add to the menu widget, and it's really easy to do. So once you're signed in, you can go to Manage Site in Site Builder or Edit Page. And most of you are using our standard menuing, standard header and footer. So you'll be able to edit the top nav from any page in Site Builder. If you're using advanced custom headers and footers, they'll likely be in this templates area and have a header template in there as well. So that's where you'll be editing it. But for the standard option, again, it'll be on every page, so you can edit your header and footer on any page in Site Builder. So first things first, let's go in, hover over and edit. Just like any widget, you just hover over and get the options. We're going to remove everything in this widget. So now everything's gone. So let's add things back. So in the options that pop up, you'll see that there's 4 different things, and we'll go through a few of these and each of the things we add. So if we want to link to a page, it's really simple. You can add pages one by one to a menu. So if we want to add the home page, we select that. Link to the selected page or folder contents. We'll get into that later. So we're going to do the page, and if you want to pick sublevels, it means that if you want to create that drop-down effect or not. So we're just going to link from the home page. No drop-down, no folder contents. Nice and simple. Home page is there. One done. So let's continue and edit. The next thing on there was our programs. So we had a bunch of programs on there, and you'll see that programs, there's different types of programs, different things going on in here. So we want to add these programs and events to the drop-down, but we want to call it programs, so we can actually give it a custom label here, and then we can choose how many sublevels we want to show. So let's show 3 sublevels, just so it'll build out that drop-down for us. Hit save, and there it's added. Now if I close this, hover over, and you'll see it built out that drop-down for me. The next thing was teams on there. So what's great about this is if you have team pages and you want people to be able to quickly navigate to them, all you have to do is change this radio to link to the team pages, and you can link to individual teams. You can put divisions on here. You can put the whole activity. So it's really powerful. For the top menu, normally we want to do just link to the teams pages. So all we have to do is select that, teams, and it will build out that whole drop down for us. All right, so that's great. We'll close this again just to show that. And teams is there, and it built out that flyout, so it'll take us to any of the team pages that are on the site. All right, now there's a bunch of other things like about us, purchase evaluations, whatnot. We usually put that in a folder called top menu pages. So here's a whole bunch of pages in here. And instead of having to add each one by one, this is where that option that I was showing before, adding folder contents to the site, really comes in handy. So I'll hit new menu items, and then you'll see here's the top menu pages on here. If I were to select top menu pages, and then I want to say sublevels, let's do 3, save it, it'll put the top menu pages on the site and create this flyout system. You'll see that it's got lots of different levels on here. But really, I don't want top menu pages to be on there. It's kind of ugly. So this is, again, where we said folder contents come in handy. And so we'll edit this. And instead of linking to the page, let's link to the folder contents. Okay, and now when I select this, you don't see much different here except for your top menu pages doesn't appear. And also on the menu itself, top menu pages doesn't appear. It's everything underneath it that shows up on that menu, which is great. So now if I create another page, let's create a page here. I'll say this is under about us. Leave that content blank. Continue. I'm going to put this under about us. Right, we'll publish it. Now when this reloads, you'll see under about us, when I hover over, the page that I created goes under about us. Now, if I want to add something to the top menu, since I'm pointing to that folder, then this is the page, put that there. If I put this under the top menu pages folder here and publish it, it's just going to add it right into the top menu. So we'll see in a second. You see here, I am linked to my new page. It puts it right on the top menu. So the two ways to add new pages to the site are either directly editing the widget and hitting new menu item and adding it manually, or if you've already had links on the menu widget that are showing you drop downs or are pointing to folders, all you have to do is add something to an existing folder and it will show up on the site. Same thing goes for activities. So if you have programs, if I were to create a camp or a league, as soon as I create that league, it will show up in here. So it makes it really easy to maintain your navigation because you really don't have to maintain it. It's just creating pages or activities on your site will manage your navigation for you. So let's just dive in one more thing and show this menu widget. So if I were to drag this onto the site here, it's the exact same thing as what we saw before. We can put these in here. Let's see. Put these in here. And you'll see it just builds out the navigation on the site. So it's just a different way to do menuing or navigation on the site. This is just the one that you primarily use for navigation. All right, so we'll have more advanced topics on menus in the future, but for now I think this is a good start, and any questions you can always reach us at info@meagre.org.